What if I told you the most explosive moment in love and hip-hop history didn't happen on camera? It happened live, unscripted, and in real time, with Yandy Smith screaming, crying, and dragging both Erica Mena and Mendeecees straight into hell. No warning, no glam, no tune in tonight. Just a trembling voice, swollen eyes, and the words that dropped like a bomb. Erica slept with my man. You could hear the internet short circuit. Thousands were watching. Nobody blinked. And Mendeecees, the man she held down through jail, drama, and disrespect, sat there silent, then stood up midstream and walked out like he was leaving a crime scene. No apology, no denial, just a slammed door and a broken woman left holding the truth. Was this a breakdown? Or the realest confession reality TV never aired? Receipts? Oh, she brought them. Deleted messages, backed up voicemails, even hotel security footage. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, Erica herself chimed in with the most disrespectful message we've ever seen. This wasn't a fight, it was a digital assassination. And trust we've got the whole thing. Buckle up, because this live meltdown just turned into a full-on war. It started with a simple ping. No promo, no teaser, no filter, just a shaky live notification on Instagram that sent thousands sprinting into chaos. Yandy Smith, bare-faced, hair-streaked, and visibly shaking, stared into her front-facing camera like she had seen a ghost. Then, without a single ounce of hesitation, she said the words that froze every single viewer in place. Erica slept with my man. The chat went silent for a full 3 seconds. Nothing moved, no comments, no likes, no emojis. Just stunned silence. Then pandemonium. Within minutes, the live was packed with tens of thousands of viewers. People started screen recording, like their lives depended on it. Gossip blogs got tagged. Fan pages posted timestamps. The Shade Room comment section exploded. Yandy didn't hold back. She wasn't composed. She wasn't rehearsed. She was wrecked. And right beside her, arms crossed, eyes low, sat Mendeecees Harris, the very man she was talking about. The man who had built a decade-long image as a family man, a redemption story, a devoted husband now center stage in a cheating scandal so messy even VH1 couldn't script it. You gonna sit there and act like it didn't happen? She snapped. Mendeecees didn't flinch, didn't blink, just sat there, staring at the floor like the guilt was pulling him down by the throat. Let's back up for a second. This wasn't just a love and hip-hop spat. This was war. A betrayal that had been simmering under the surface for months, if not years. According to Yandy, she'd had suspicions ever since a cast trip that never made it to air. A trip producers allegedly scrapped because too much chaos broke out. Chaos like Erica Mena getting a little too friendly with Mendeecees when the cameras stopped rolling. Yandy recalled it all during the live, the weird vibes, the late-night conversations, the eye contact that lingered a beat too long. I thought I was just being paranoid, she said, wiping her face with the sleeve of her hoodie. But I should have trusted my gut. Then came the receipts. She described how she found out how she checked his cloud storage on a hunch. How, in between innocent photos and old notes, she found deleted texts from Erica. One of them read, and we quote, "You taste better than I remember." Yandy's hand smacked the couch. Her voice cracked. She looked at Mendeecees, who still hadn't said a word. "He told me it was a mistake. One night," she said through gritted teeth. But that one night ruined everything. The internet was eating it up like Thanksgiving dinner. Fans weren't just watching, they were invested. Hashtags popped up in real time. Yandy speaks. Erica exposed. Mendeecees messed up. People were torn. Some said Yandy was spiraling. Others said she was finally speaking her truth. But nobody could deny the rawness. This wasn't scripted drama. This was a woman unraveling live. She held up her phone trying to pull up screenshots, fumbling with shaking hands. "I had to dig to find this," she said, "because he deleted it. He tried to hide it, like it was just going to go away." She dropped the phone mid-sentence. Mendeecees moved to help her pick it up. She slapped his hand away. "Don't touch me." And that's when it got worse. She revealed the moment that confirmed it all. One night on that cast trip. She had a headache and went to bed early. Mendeecees stayed downstairs with the crew. Erica was there too. And according to Yandy, that's when it happened. Mendeecees finally spoke, barely audible. I told you already. I don't even remember. Half that night. Yandy whipped around so fast, it's a miracle the phone didn't fall off the stand. Oh, you don't remember? Funny because she does. She remembers everything. Even the damn position. Boom, internet gone, brains fried, Twitter scorched. Yandy wasn't done. She started naming names. She dragged Erica for being fake, for pretending to be her friend, for calling Mendeecees bro, for playing the, sister role while plotting behind her back. I let that woman in my house, she cried. She played with my kids, and all the while she was plotting. Then came the wildest twist of part 1. Her phone buzzed again, a DM. She looked at the screen. Her face changed. Her voice dropped. She really did it. She turned the phone toward the camera so the world could see. It was a message from Erica. No apology, no explanation. Just 5 words. Not my fault, he folded. Yandy read it aloud. Her mouth fell open. Her eyes went blank. You think this is a game? She said quietly. You really think this is funny? And then she lost it. She hurled the phone across the room. It hit the wall with a crack. The chat lost its mind. Mendeecees stood up, didn't say a word, didn't apologize, didn't defend himself. He just looked at her one last time and walked off camera. The door closed behind him with a soft but final thud. And that's how part 1 ended. A shattered woman, sitting alone in her own home, broadcasting her heartbreak to the world in real time. The man she defended for years walked out without so much as a word. But if you thought that was the climax, nah, that was just the surface. Because what came next flipped the entire internet upside down again. Voice came through faintly. Yeah, I got it too. We need to talk now. Yandy nodded. Send everything to my email. I'm going to finish this. She hung up and turned back to the camera. You know what I just got? She asked. Hotel hallway. Footage. Security cam. Them. Together. She wasn't exaggerating. Somehow, someone had leaked grainy black and white security footage from a hotel in Miami. It showed Mendeecees exiting a room, Erica following seconds later, pulling the door shut and reaching for his hand. He didn't resist. He didn't even look surprised. He just walked beside her like it was normal. You see that? Yandy said. That's not a one-time mistake. That's comfort. That's familiarity. She let out a hollow laugh. This is the man who had me defending him to judges, to blogs, to my own kids, and the woman who smiled in my face while plotting this from the jump. And just when you thought the twists were over, Erica went live. Yep, right then and there. While Yandy was still unraveling online, Erica Mina popped up on her own IG live. Face beat, hair laid, eyes smug. Yandy saw the notification and scoffed. Oh, now she got something to say. She pulled Erica's live onto a second screen and watched as the woman in question looked directly into her camera and said, Look, I didn't plan to go live, but since my name's already out there, let's talk about it. Erica's words dripped with shade. If your man was truly happy at home, she said, nothing I did or said would have mattered. He wouldn't have entertained me. Yandy nearly threw her phone. So now she's blaming me? She paused, her face going cold. Nah, we not doing that. She started clapping as she spoke each syllable its own gut punch. I let you into my house. I let you cry to me about your failed marriage. I sat up with you when Safari left you. I babysat your trauma. And while I was doing that, you were plotting on my husband. The emotion shifted from grief to fury. I should have known the second she started calling him bro. That fake sister act, that's how snakes operate. But then Yandy's voice softened. Y'all want to know the part that broke me the most? She asked. She held up her phone and opened a text. It was from her oldest child. A simple question. Are you and Daddy getting divorced? The comments slowed. Heart stopped. How do you answer that? She asked the audience. How do you tell your child that the man you told them to admire couldn't even keep it together behind closed doors? She began pacing now, her movements sharper, her tone dead serious. I'm done protecting people who wouldn't even cross the street to protect me. I've covered for him for years. This ain't even the first time. Hell, it ain't even the second. The room went quiet again. I swallowed my pride. I forgave things nobody should have forgiven. I thought if I just loved him hard enough, he'd stop. But I was loving a man who already gave his attention to everybody but me. And then, she dropped the final bomb of part 2. Yandy stared into the camera one last time and said, "You want the truth? This man didn't just cheat with Erica. He's been cheating with multiple women. I asked for names, he couldn't even give me all of them." She just shrugged like it wasn't even shocking anymore. She took a breath, then said something that echoed through the chat like a funeral bell. "I don't even know who I've been married to all these years." As the chat begged her not to log off, not to stop speaking, not to lose her fire, she sat back down, picked up her phone and whispered, "Next time y'all see me, I won't be Mrs. Harris." The moment those words left her mouth, "Next time y'all see me, I won't be Mrs. Harris," the internet erupted. Fans were in full meltdown mode. Comment sections became war zones, and everyone watching knew this wasn't just drama anymore. This was the collapse of a decade-long relationship, unfolding live in real time. Yandy leaned forward, breathing heavy. You could see her chest rising with every inhale, like she was trying to keep from falling apart all over again. But she didn't cry this time. She didn't shake. Something inside her had shifted. That wasn't heartbreak on her face anymore. That was clarity. Her phone buzzed again, another call. This time, Mama D Yandy answered with a tired, "Hey girl." "What the hell is going on? I woke up, and you all over my damn timeline." Mama D's voice was sharp, fast, and full of fire. Yandy let out a weak laugh. "Yeah, tell me about it." Mama D didn't skip a beat. "I told you about that man. Didn't I? Didn't I say he was slicker than church shoes on wet tile? Now look, got you looking crazy and Erica out here acting like she ain't done this before?" Yandy nodded slowly. "You were right. I didn't want to see it." Mama D lowered her voice. "Now listen what you gonna do next, baby?" Yandy didn't have an answer. Or maybe she did. But the words were still too raw to say out loud. Instead, she sighed. "I've already talked to my lawyer." That was enough. Mama D paused, then said, "It's time. Clean slate. Let him go." Yandy thanked her and ended the call, and then she played the video. Yep, the one that had been sitting in her inbox for exactly 10 minutes, the hotel security footage, the evidence no one could deny. She turned the screen toward the camera still live and pressed play. The grainy clip showed a hallway, dimly lit. Mendeecees stepped out of a room first, adjusting his shirt. Moments later, Erica followed, hair down. No shame, no hesitation. She reached for his hand. He didn't flinch. He didn't pull away. They walked together quietly, like they'd done it 100 times before. Yandy paused the video and stared into the camera. That's what betrayal looks like. No theatrics, no music, just cold, hard proof. I gave this man my life, my loyalty, my name, and this is what he was doing behind my back. Then she dropped the line that sent the chat into cardiac arrest. And this wasn't even the first woman he did it with while I was raising his kids. The comments were now flying faster than the screen could keep up. Yandy been holding this in. Girl, go file now. Erica.